this looks like some Slenderman type of shit. Wait, is that a note on the tree?
Whoa. Oh my god, I swear to god, I just saw someone standing right there. I swear to god, I just saw someone standing there. I think they had like, I swear they had a headdress on. It's too clear.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to hear the first parts, but you can hear point blank the last part. Oh, I hate it in here. I keep feeling like something's gonna pop out these doors.
In this video, we uncover the chilling accounts of people who set out to explore the forgotten corners of the world. Miles away from civilization, they quickly learned that the true horror of the wilderness isn't just being lost. It's the sudden, terrifying realization that you are being hunted. This video comes from YouTube creator David's Universe, where paranormal investigations and haunted location explorations document strange encounters. What begins as a late-night investigation at the legendary Cobb Estate quickly turns into a disturbing encounter after mysterious footsteps, unexplained figures, strange cries, and possible stalking activity begin following the team through the darkness. Before arriving at the estate, the investigators recount a terrifying incident from the previous week at Eaton Canyon Creek. While sitting inside their parked vehicle after dark, a strange woman suddenly emerged from the darkness and approached the car holding what appeared to be a small flame. As she attempted to communicate through the window, the frightened team quickly drove away from the area.
So we came out to Ladder Creek, y'all. Some crazy incident happened last week. Why the fuck is this autofocus tripping, dick? Bro, last time we came out here, me and my homie in the car, we're chilling here. Look how pitch black this shit is. Some random lady like walked up to the fucking car, was like about to like grab us. It was so scary. I might hear fucking Eddie, bro. What's up, man? This
Gucci, what's Gucci?
Damn, we out here, bro. I'm scared. This was the exact spot, guys. Like, what the fuck? Our car was chilling right here. Lady came from like over there. This nigga out here vlogging.
Baby.
Hey man, we out here. What's good? Booming. Fuck, like I said, there was an incident where the lady was coming like from here, bro, out of nowhere. She came out of like thin air and she was just walking towards the car like this. Like, that shit was so scary. Like, she was like this, and it looked like she had like a spark or something, like, or like a lighter, but she was walking like this. Her hair was all crazy and poofy. She was just like trying to talk to us, and I got scared telling the nigga's car, fucking dip the fuck out of there.
Entering the Cobb Estate shortly after midnight, the investigators move quietly beneath towering trees and through the dark trails surrounding the property. Almost immediately, distant noises begin echoing through the darkness, creating a growing sense of unease.
Sound like a dog. Bro, that shit looks scary as fuck, nigga. Look at that shit. Oh my god, that shit is pitch black as fuck.
Look at these big ass trees.
Bro, I'm fucking scared as dick. What the fuck? Oh my god, guys, look how scary this is. This is the Cobb Estate. I'm whispering because there's neighbors here. Who would live here, bro? The vibes are so off. These trees are so scary. Wait. I heard something. Hey, you heard that? There's people. Right. Shh, let's go. Guys, we're at the Cobb Estate. Now, it is said that this place is extremely haunted. There's like a church here, bro. I'm so scared.
Hi, you guys, we just went to the Tenth Forest of Cobb Estate. We found it around here.
Bro, it's so dark. It's not the Cobb Estate, bro. Wait, shh. Wait, turn off the light. Wait.
While exploring deeper into the estate grounds, the team discovers a memorial marker hidden near the trees. The marker references the tragic death of a young woman at the location, adding another unsettling layer to the already eerie atmosphere surrounding the historic site.
The Enchanted Forest. Guys, this looks like some Slenderman type of shit. Wait, is that a note on the tree? Bro, that's a note on the tree. What is it? Guys, it's so scary here. Don't fall. Oh, that's like a ribbon. Leah. What the fuck? Dips. Fighter. 16. Fuck. 5 years old. Did she die here? I just stabbed. Oh my god. Guys, this is fucking scary. Holy shit. We're at the Cobb Estate, guys. I have a pepper spray on me. Holy shit. Hate this shit. Pepper spray, nigga. Oh. Bro, this is so fucking scary.
The tension rises dramatically near a series of abandoned dirt trenches. Distinct footsteps suddenly begin moving along the ridges above the investigators. With no visible lights, and no apparent reason for anyone to be wandering the area at such a late hour, the team becomes convinced they are no longer alone.
And then we went up there. There's some trenches, and that's why I heard like
Wait. Footsteps. It sounded like footsteps on top of the... Oh, wait. You hear voices. Hello? Wait, what the fuck is that? It's scared. Look, what the fuck is that? Voices. We're hearing voices. Hold up, which way do we go? Left or right? I'm so scared. Do you guys hear that? Wait, let's go this way. Oh, let's go this way. Get the light down. What's that way? What's up? Trenches?
there's trenches, and there's 2 people talking.
The guys have my purpose right. I wish I had a fucking light. Hold on, wait. Bro, it's so scary. You scared?
Hell yeah. Hello?
Later, review of the footage reveals one of the most disturbing moments of the night. As the investigators turn to check the trail behind them, a tall, dark figure with what appears to be a pale head can briefly be seen peeking from behind a large tree. Moments later, the figure disappears from sight without explanation.
Hey guys, so I'm editing this video and tell me what, okay, so the reason here we turned around was because we heard something like behind us. So we turn around and we're searching, right? And then we hear something, while we're looking back behind us, we hear something in front of us. So right away we turn around and we start shining the light. Now, if you focus on this tree right here, it looks like there's a black figure with a white head. Look at that. Black figure with a white head. We did not see that there in person. Look, and we're shining the light, and then once we start turning the light away, it ducks its head right behind the thing. Look, it like hides, and it just disappears. It's so dirty. Let's keep walking. This is scary as fuck, huh? Like some Slenderman type of trees. Yeah, there's people here, I think.
The investigation reaches its most alarming moment during the team's exit. As they make their way back toward the vehicle, a violent impact suddenly slams into a nearby fence directly behind them. The force of the strike convinces the investigators that something, or someone, has followed them through the darkness, prompting an immediate retreat.
The fuck? I thought I heard someone walking behind us.
You see those lights?
Yeah, what is
That
that?
was above the fence?
Above what fence?
That fence.
Oh shit.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
Hello? How scary this shit looks. What is that?
Oh, I thought that was like a wand or some shit, but no. It's a drink and a straw.
Nigga, that's enchanted to me. It's a creepy area for sure. I don't know.
On a trail.
It could be people or some witches, bro. I heard something over there.
Yeah, I did too.
Alright, so we're just leaving the Cobb Estate. This is a super weird, eerie place, guys. We went up there. Initially scared as fuck. This is scary. This is a very dark trail to come.
With unexplained footsteps following from the hillsides, a mysterious figure appearing on camera, and a violent impact occurring during their escape, the unsettling events at Cobb Estate remained completely unresolved. If you later discovered a dark figure hiding behind a tree in footage that you never noticed during the investigation itself, would you return to find answers, or consider that your warning to stay away? This video comes from Chris Baird, where paranormal investigations and nighttime explorations document strange encounters in reportedly haunted locations across North America. What begins as a routine investigation inside Kotwe Park quickly turns into a disturbing night after shadowy figures, unexplained physical contact, strange screams, and possible unseen intrusions begin surrounding the investigator in the darkness. While filming near a forest trail, the investigator suddenly notices movement from the corner of his eye. Looking toward the tree line, he believes he can see what appears to be a face, partially concealed among the trees, creating the unsettling feeling that something may be watching from the darkness.
The land had feelings. The land was alive. Holy. I don't know what that was. I swear to God, guys, I literally just thought I saw a face right there. And I know that was just probably that tree moving, but I literally just had a heart attack. I was looking in the camera and I saw that. I don't know if it was just the trees. Good Lord. But anyways, this one's going to be a little bit more personal tonight because I actually have a pretty good amount of Native American blood in me.
Later, while walking along a narrow trail near the water, the investigator captures what appears to be a motionless, human-shaped figure standing within the brush. He describes the silhouette as resembling someone wearing an old ceremonial headdress, prompting him to stop and immediately review the footage.
Long time. It's kind of crazy. Whoa. Oh my God, I swear to God, I just saw someone standing right there. I swear to God, I just saw someone standing there. I think they had like, I swear they had a headdress on. Oh my God. Oh, I have full chills right now. Hey guys, really quick, I just wanted to pop in and just kind of explain to you what I saw and show you what I saw. So I've probably watched this clip back like 100 times and I could be crazy, but I'm pretty sure that the camera picked up what I saw. So it was only for like a frame or two. It's really, really hard to see. I'm going to show you guys right after this. Just let me know what you think. It could be just like a recency bias thing. Like I want to see it because I know there's so much Native history here, but it literally looks like there's someone standing there with like some, I don't know, either crazy hair or like the headdress type of thing I was telling you about. It's crazy. It's one of the coolest things I've ever caught. If you see it, let me know. If you don't see it, I understand. But with my own eyes, it was so clear. This camera is not that great, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Really, really crazy, but I just want to share this with you guys. It literally blew my mind that I saw this in my eyes and then caught it on camera. So wild. Whoa. Oh my God. I swear to God, I just saw someone standing right there. Whoa. Oh my God. I swear to God, I just saw someone standing right there. Oh my God, guys, that was so crazy. I hope my camera picked that up. I swear to God, there was a person standing there with a freaking headdress on, guys. On everything I love, I saw that. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen anything that clear before.
Deep within a heavily wooded section of the park, the investigation takes a more alarming turn when the investigator suddenly reacts, as though something has touched his hand. Unable to identify any visible cause, he describes an immediate shift in the atmosphere around him.
What the fuck was that? It's like something on my hand. Did you guys see that? Okay, what is going on? Guys, I'm not trying to sound insane. I feel like someone just touched my hand. Yo, who's out here?
I'm family.
I was like, high five handshake? I'm family too, bro. Jeez Louise, these bugs are getting bad. Hello?
Moments later, the silence of the forest is shattered by a series of loud sounds echoing through the trees. The noises resemble distant screams, creating one of the most intense moments of the investigation and forcing the investigator to carefully scan the surrounding darkness.
Oh my God. That was screaming. That was literally, it sounded like female screaming.
You're scared of me.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared, no. I'm not scared. I'm just, oh. Right here. Can you guys replicate this sound for me? But then a tree knocking.
While taking photographs near the shoreline, strange cries and distant voices appear to echo from the nearby brush. As the investigator turns toward the woods, two bright reflections become visible staring out from the darkness. Startled by the sight, he quickly retreats toward his vehicle.
I just heard a voice and I heard like a cry. Who was that? What the hell is going on? There's like screams coming from everywhere. Oh! Whoa! What the? Hell no. Bruh. Guys, there's something down there. Something's happening in those woods.
Later that night, while standing near the edge of the lake, a powerful thud suddenly echoes across the area. Seconds afterward, a bright flash of light appears deep within an otherwise empty field, suggesting that someone, or something, may be nearby.
Throw a rock right over here somewhere next to me. I'm gonna throw this. Whoa. That was a voice. That's a car. There was a voice right before that. It's for you, Roger. Can you throw one back for me, please? Prove to me that you're real and you can hear me.
With shadowy figures appearing in the woods, unexplained physical contact in the darkness, and objects seemingly thrown from unseen locations near the shoreline, the strange events at Katwe Park remain completely unresolved. If a rock suddenly landed in the water directly in front of you, moments after asking for a response in a deserted park at night, would you continue investigating or leave immediately? This video comes from Salvage to Scenic, where truck camping adventures and remote backcountry expeditions document the unexpected dangers hidden deep within isolated wilderness areas. What begins as a peaceful overnight stay in the snowy Gypsum Hills quickly turns into a nerve-wracking adventure after suspicious strangers, signs of large predators, and dangerous mountain terrain begin surrounding the investigator. Shortly after midnight, a strange vehicle enters the otherwise empty parking lot and begins circling the truck. Two individuals dressed entirely in dark clothing step out carrying a large duffel bag before positioning themselves beneath a nearby security camera. Watching from inside his vehicle, the investigator becomes increasingly uneasy as the pair linger in the darkness.
It's like 12:30 in the morning. A car just pulled up into the parking lot. It honked its horn and then did a lap around me. Heard a door open and close. And I saw a guy walk right in front of my car, brushing the front corner of it. I heard some talking and stuff, and I'm looking out the window right now at two people in all black in hoods. They're hiding under a security camera, probably out of sight. And they've got a bag on the ground, like a big duffel or backpack or something. And I don't know if they're doing a drug deal or if they've got tools in there.
Only minutes later, the two individuals reappear and begin moving around the truck from different directions. One approaches the front corner, while the other circles toward the side, creating the unsettling impression that the vehicle is being deliberately monitored. Remaining out of sight, the investigator tracks their movements using his camera system. The suspicious activity continues for nearly half an hour. Engines rev repeatedly, shouting echoes through the night, and the investigator eventually covers his windshield and relies on his security cameras to monitor the area while remaining hidden inside the truck. The following morning, a new concern emerges when the investigator discovers a set of unusually large animal tracks in the snow. Believing the prints may belong to a mountain lion rather than a dog, he immediately equips bear spray before continuing deeper into the wilderness.
Lots of animal tracks here. This could be a dog, but that's a big dog. I should probably research what the wildlife situation is around here. I'm also, for the first time, strap up with our bear spray. Has a little holster. I'm just gonna put it on my waist. I don't know if this works on mountain lions, but hopefully we don't have to find out, right?
Later, while driving toward a high mountain ridge, the expedition nearly ends in disaster. The snow-covered trail suddenly angles toward a steep cliff, causing the truck to lose traction and slide dangerously close to the edge before a quick maneuver brings it back under control.
Hang right, holy. Okay, through there. Probably could have made it over here just by going around these trees, but we're now away from the edge, kind of, and it does appear to get higher, so if we can make it to the highest point, that would be sweet. Oh, well, that's probably plenty of firewood right there. And this is the end of the ridge right here, and there's already a fire pit made.
The threat of wildlife returns the next day when fresh mountain lion tracks are discovered crossing an isolated trail. The large size and clarity of the prints suggest a powerful predator may have passed through the area only recently.
We need to go as well. More mountain lion tracks.
As daylight begins fading, the investigator attempts to return to his truck, but encounters a trail restriction blocking the most direct route. Forced to turn around in known predator territory, he must tackle a difficult climb through deep snow before darkness arrives. With suspicious strangers appearing around the truck after midnight, signs of a large predator found throughout the snow, and dangerous mountain terrain threatening every stage of the journey, the expedition becomes a constant battle against uncertainty. If you found yourself stranded deep in mountain lion territory, as daylight disappeared and fresh tracks surrounded the trail, would you keep moving forward or turn back immediately? Proving Demons returns with another terrifying paranormal investigation, venturing deep into the isolated forest to uncover the mystery surrounding the abandoned Tin Tabernacle. The journey to a century-abandoned church takes an ominous turn on an isolated, unmapped forest track. The investigator's 4x4 vehicle loses traction and becomes severely stuck in a deep mud pit. This sudden physical setback strands the team hours away from any outside assistance, turning their initial journey into a claustrophobic struggle against the elements before they manage to free the vehicle.
My car's got stuck.
Your car is not stuck. Don't lie to me. Not in the middle of nowhere.
Darling. Stuck.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Fuck. Right, I can take it forward, but that's really muddy.
Yo, do not get the car stuck out here, alright?
Oh, that's not the plan, is it? Okay, alright. So
yo, this road is so not traveled. The grass is literally...
I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this.
The grass is literally grown over the entire road.
I'm stuck.
Oh, fuck off. Don't do this
I'm not
to me.
joking. Darling, look.
Babe, please.
I'm not joking.
Not after everything.
Andrew.
After everything that's happened, this bullshit. Don't
Right,
do this to us.
Fuck, hang on.
Do you need me to push?
Right, 4x4 mode. Okay. Right. Take it down the gear as well. No, she's stuck.
You gotta be shitting me.
What's 2? What does gear 2 do? Oh,
Babe,
go
no,
fix-
I'm serious. Stop getting us stuck. Okay,
Fuck.
you can move forward. That works.
Andrew, it's stuck.
Listen, can you not just loop? Go forward. Go forward
Look,
and
it's
loop.
sliding left.
Yeah, it is. Go forward and loop around here. We'll be alright.
Seeking answers within the decaying sanctuary, the team activates an audio scanner to check for any hidden presence. The silence of the abandoned structure is quickly shattered by an explicitly hostile multi-syllable response cutting through the white noise. The localized audio anomaly immediately spikes the team's paranoia, suggesting that something in the darkness is tracking them.
Hello, is there anybody here? Hello? I'm trying to figure out if there's something evil following me. Can you say evil? Can you confirm? Dinner? Not saying that was paranormal, but being called dinner is not comforting.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that. Okay.
Let's go. I don't know. Bear with me. There's very little signal in here, so obviously the spirit box is not at its most pristine.
Yeah.
Right. I need to know if something evil is following me. Who is in the church with us? What would happen if I used the death whistle in here?
I was going to say, was it just me or did you hear loads of tapping?
Lots of
I didn't want to
tapping.
say anything and
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
just disturb the recording.
But the bars are moving as well. I was watching that shit. Let's see.
I need to know if something evil is following me.
That's it.
Hold on.
What was that?
Was that one of us? Hold on, hold on. My brain's telling me it's saying come to me, but... Oh, hold on. Like, come to me? I don't know.
It sounds like that. There's movement outside.
Who is in the church with us?
Yeah, don't say that.
I just had something move out there.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm being serious. Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
What's that? No, 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 no. What's that?
Oh. Holy shit.
That's a voice.
The psychological tension heightens as the audio scanner captures a direct, intelligent response. A clear, full sentence manifests through the static, specifically addressing one of the investigators by his actual name. This targeted verbal anomaly leaves the team visibly shaken, confirming that whatever is lurking within the structure possesses a precise awareness of who they are.
You're gonna fucking hate me?
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
Andrew, you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking hate me.
Whistle in here.
Andrew,
Oh
you're
my
gonna
god, I can hear the
hate
fucking
me.
hate me
Andrew,
really
you're
clear.
gonna fucking hate me. It's too clear.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to hear the first parts, but you can hear point blank the last part. I hate it in here. I keep feeling like something's gonna pop out these doors. There's so many little places like anything could enter. I know it's not reassuring, but it's just how I feel.
I'm gonna hate you. I'll tell you, if you're responsible for everything that's been happening, I already do. So congratulations.
The investigation reaches a deafening climax when the team initiates an experiment with an ancient Aztec death whistle near the altar. The moment the piercing, skeletal shriek echoes through the church, a violent, heavy crashing sound suddenly erupts from the back doors, mimicking a frantic physical reaction or a sudden retreat through the structural debris.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Stop. Stay calm. No, don't. Because you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. You don't think it would have been a rat or something, do you? You're scared of a rat?
Can't see any animals in it. There's
Take the light, take the light, take the light. Where's the death whistle?
Shit. I don't want to do that again.
No, one more for good measure. That actually almost made me deaf.
I'm shaking so badly right now.
Quick. Where's my recorder? Where'd I put my recorder? Yeah, I found it.
Hoping to escape the suffocating energy of the interior, the investigators retreat into the completely overgrown graveyard outside. Instead of finding relief, the background audio picks up a sequence of harsh, low-frequency whispers commanding them to follow. The chilling vocal tracking suggests that the unseen presence has breached the church walls and is actively following them into the brush.
Come with me now. Shh. There's a noise behind you too. With me now. Okay.
I hear people talking.
That was me. Fucking hell. What if there's other voices from like the graveyard?
I'm coming.
The amount of people that are buried there.
Just don't get freaked out. I'm coming. Come with me now. That is all I've heard of that. Listen, stay calm. I do hear the voices you're on about. Let's go into the grave. Oh shit, we have to go into the graveyard. The overgrown graveyard. This way's okay. I'd rather be in the graveyard, I think, than in there right now. Fuck. Now, I've noticed this before. I just want to know what it is.
While the traumatized team safely returns to their vehicle to debate the future of their investigations, the targeted verbal warnings and the sudden structural disruptions leave the true nature of the tabernacle's curse entirely unexplained and unresolved. This video comes from Joey Mack, where off-road adventures and remote desert explorations uncover unusual discoveries hidden far beyond the reach of ordinary roads. What begins as a routine dirt biking trip through the high desert quickly turns into a disturbing discovery after a suspicious vehicle is found, deliberately concealed deep within the wilderness. While riding across remote desert ridges, the investigator suddenly notices a strange black shape, partially hidden beneath thick brush below the trail. The object appears completely out of place in the rugged landscape, prompting him and his riding partner to leave their planned route and descend the steep terrain to investigate.
Near their nest. You're getting us lost up here. We're gonna have to stay overnight. Can't figure out how to get off this hill.
The whole plan was to get you locked in somewhere overnight, Joey. See, I brought an overnight bag. You didn't.
No, I got 2 bottles of water and like a 3-year-old Cliff Bar. Yeah, anyway, they say you run like 300 feet and they stop chasing you. That's the biggest lie ever, because I ran like a mile through the mountains. Completely had to strip all my clothes off, all my gear and everything, and they were still stinging me.
Upon reaching the location, the team discovers a black sedan intentionally pushed off the trail and covered with branches to keep it hidden from view. A closer inspection reveals several suspicious details. The ignition key remains inside the vehicle, while the rear tires have been almost completely destroyed, suggesting the car may have been used for reckless driving before being abandoned in the desert.
I don't know what that thing is. A brand new, got ourselves a brand new, you guys, I don't even know what this car is.
Definitely stolen.
Definitely stolen. It's not bad. What kind of car is this? I don't even know. Like a Toyota or something.
They like drove it all the way out here so they could get a spare wheel off it.
Yeah.
The one wheel.
It's still in really good condition. Oh yeah, they haven't even stripped this thing yet. It looks like it's been here for a little while though. Yep, I was right guys. Tires are at about 2%. Too many burnouts.
Think we can bump start it? Is it a manual?
Oh, she is a manual.
We'll like full start it with both our bikes.
Hook some ropes up to it. Bump start that thing. Oh, the key's in it. Of course they left it on, so the battery's dead.
The situation becomes far more unsettling when the investigators notice large swarms of flies gathering around multiple sections of the vehicle. The unusual concentration of insects immediately raises concerns that something disturbing could be concealed inside the trunk or beneath the hood. Unwilling to take any chances, the team backs away from the scene and decides to report the discovery to authorities.
That's what I'm always scared of. There's a lot of flies though.
Yeah, maybe it's...
Think it's in the trunk?
I think it's under the hood.
If you're gonna put a dead body, definitely hide it under the hood.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna look there right away.
Exactly.
There's a lot of flies.
Yeah, there's a motor in there. Looks like it's smoking. No, that's just a glare from my goggles. Huh. We'll have to call this in. We'll come back later and call it in. It's steep, it's scary, and there's ruts.
Alright, it's like right up my alley.
Oh, good luck.
With a vehicle deliberately hidden in the wilderness, signs of suspicious activity left behind, and unsettling clues surrounding the abandoned car, the true reason it was left there remains unknown. If you discovered a hidden vehicle miles from civilization with the keys still inside and nobody around for miles, would you investigate further or leave immediately and contact the police? This video comes from YouTube creator Franco Travels, where abandoned explorations and urban adventure investigations uncover disturbing encounters What begins as a nighttime exploration of an abandoned factory quickly turns into a terrifying game of cat and mouse. After screams, shadowy figures, strange voices, and evidence of unknown occupants begin appearing throughout the building. While scanning the factory from outside, the investigator spots a bright light glowing from a third-floor window through his night vision camera. Invisible to the naked eye, the anomaly suggests someone is already hiding inside the dark building.
Nothing. Oh shit. I got something on the top window here, and it's really bright. And it's weird because for me, I don't see anything. See it? Shit.
Moments later, a loud human scream suddenly echoes from within the factory. The chilling sound immediately confirms that multiple people may be moving through the structure.
Damn it. As of right now, I'm keeping an eye on that window. I could barely see like a hint of light. It looks like a candle, but I wouldn't have seen it had it not been for night vision. But I did just hear what sounded like yelling. Listen. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking.
After entering the building, the investigator begins hearing distant voices bouncing through the empty hallways. The tension escalates further when a clear, mocking laugh rings out from somewhere above him in the darkness. On the third floor, the investigator discovers 3 freshly lit candles burning on a makeshift altar. Beside them sits a disturbing wooden mask carved into a permanent scream. As he examines the scene, the sound of a child crying can be heard somewhere outside the building.
I can see the candle. I just turned off my flashlight. I can now see the light. What the fuck? I have 3 candles. Alright, I'm turning back on the IR.
The most alarming discovery occurs when night vision reveals one person standing motionless on a second-floor balcony, while another watches from a third-floor window above, confirming that multiple individuals are actively monitoring his movements.
I'm gonna turn on my IR. See what I see. Oh shit. There's somebody right there. Right on the second floor. They're just staring at me, I think. What the fuck? There's somebody right on the second floor there. I can see the eyes blinking. Oh my god, that is some creepy shit. There's somebody on the third floor right now. That's probably the person that put candles there with that little artifact. I'm gonna walk the other way like I'm not even there. I'm gonna look normal. Oh my god, I just saw another light, I think. Downstairs. Oh shit.
Just as the investigator discusses his next move, a woman's laughter suddenly echoes through the factory once again, reinforcing the feeling that he is being followed through the building.
Usually I don't go in with my flashlights blazing until I'm pretty sure that this place is empty. Hold on. I hear voices already. I like how right when I was talking about that, I just start hearing laughing. You hear that? Okay. I'm gonna keep going in anyway. If I run into people, I run into people. See what happens. Well, that sounds like a woman laughing. Meaning she's probably not alone. Oh God, it is cold.
The investigation ends with one final scare inside a chemical laboratory, when several glass bottles suddenly crash from a shelf moments after he enters the room, prompting a rapid exit from the building.
One of these bottles just moved. It's probably a rat. Look. The bottles in the back here fell. Oh, that was creepy. As soon as I walked in, I thought somebody was back here hiding. I like how you see all these bottles. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And then Saturday with the Corona bottles. They had a blast on Saturday. Then they went to Pepsi and went into a diet. And then repeat. Alright. Well, I don't know what that was about. Maybe it happens again. This reminds me of when I was used to work at the hospital. These look like morgues. That's exactly how they look like, just like that.
With screams echoing through empty hallways, shadowy figures appearing in the darkness, and multiple unknown individuals seemingly tracking the investigation from start to finish, the true nature of what was hiding inside the abandoned factory remains completely unresolved. If you discovered that multiple unseen people were silently watching your every move inside an abandoned factory all night, would you keep exploring or head straight for the exit? This video comes from YouTube creator Exploring with Bear, where solo wilderness expeditions document disturbing encounters deep within isolated forests. What begins as a routine overnight camp quickly turns into a terrifying survival ordeal after violent impacts, unexplained footsteps, and signs of a hostile intruder begin surrounding the campsite in the middle of the night. While checking the perimeter after dark, the investigator narrowly avoids injury when a large branch or heavy wooden object suddenly crashes down from above and lands directly inside the campsite, signaling that something unusual may be moving nearby.
What the heck was that? That sucker came flying in. That just fall from up there? That's what I was telling you guys about the Widowmakers when you're pitching your tent. Like that was, I don't know what that was, but imagine if that was a monster limb now. What is that noise coming from the lake?
Only minutes later, a massive explosive bang erupts from the center of the campsite, while the investigator is away from his shelter. The sound is so loud and sudden that it creates the impression that someone has entered his camp without warning.
Did you guys hear that? That was a big frickin' bang by camp. The woods is becoming alive. Oh yes, here we go. Here's the offering tree. Oh, I crapped my pants if now there was something up there. I just got the chills even thinking about it. But yeah, so a couple videos ago I left an offering. I left them a couple apples, banana, And then I don't know if he took them or another animal, but they're gone. Like, there is no signs of anything now.
Shortly after midnight, a violent crash outside the tent jolts the investigator awake. Moments later, heavy footsteps can be heard crunching through the leaves and approaching directly toward the tent, stopping only a short distance from the fabric walls.
I just heard I don't know if I was even all the way asleep or what, but there was a huge crash outside. Do you hear that?
The encounter escalates dramatically when rocks and heavy debris begin striking the tent from outside. Trapped inside with no clear escape route, the investigator arms himself while the impacts continue hitting the shelter.
Something is standing right outside of the tent. It walked right up to the tent. Do you hear it? There it is again. What the heck is that? Oh. It's throwing stuff at the tent. I'm armed. No. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack. Man, whatever that is, I don't know what. I almost feel like it could be people messing with me. I just heard it breathing. Oh! I can hear it.
As the attack continues, the investigator captures the chilling sound of deep breathing coming from just outside the tent entrance. The close-range audio suggests that whoever, or whatever, is outside has moved within only a few feet of the shelter. 1 week later, the investigator returns to inspect the abandoned campsite and discovers the tent completely destroyed. A heavy cinder block has been thrown directly onto the collapsed structure, revealing that significant force was used against the shelter after he fled.
Look at that. Frickin' cinder block. Someone destroyed the frickin' tent. I wonder if they thought I was laying in there when they threw that block on it. Man, that would have messed me up. Man, it looks like somebody was trying to hurt me. Yeah, so it's official. There's a frickin' maniac or something out here. Frickin' psychopath. Man, that is crazy. Oh, it's ripped up too. Look at all the rips in it. It's like it was cut. Yeah, look. Where's the door at? Anything in there?
A closer inspection uncovers an even more disturbing detail. Multiple sections of the tent have been deliberately sliced open with what appears to be a sharp blade, suggesting that a human intruder may have targeted the campsite after dark. With heavy footsteps approaching the tent, rocks striking the shelter throughout the night, and clear evidence of deliberate damage discovered afterward, the terrifying encounter raises a disturbing question. What would have happened if the camper had stayed until morning? This video comes from YouTube creator Restless Wanderer Backpacking, where remote backpacking expeditions and wilderness adventures document real encounters with the dangers hidden deep inside America's most isolated backcountry regions. What begins as a routine backpacking trip through the Great Smoky Mountains quickly transforms into a terrifying survival situation after hikers discover an abandoned campsite connected to a highly aggressive black bear guarding a deadly secret deep within a remote valley. While exploring an isolated section of the backcountry, the hikers come across a fully established campsite that appears completely abandoned. Personal belongings, food supplies, and even a cell phone remain scattered around the camp, as though the occupant had suddenly vanished.
A lone predatory male. So just a heads up, who knows what happened here, but for all of us to know. So these guys were hiking down the valley, making their way towards camp. Like I said, they had seen more bear sign than normal, and they had noted that on their way down. When they get to the bottom of the valley, they get to their campsite, and they notice somebody had already set up camp there. There was a tent set, there was a makeshift picnic table, and in fact here, this is part of the video here. If you look, that right there's the second hiker. The guy taking the video is the first hiker. This is that little makeshift table that people have made. It looks like out of wood and logs. But they got to that table. Another camp had been set. So they started setting up where they had availability, and they started looking around. On the table, they noticed some personal artifacts. A cell phone was sitting there on the table. And to them, it looked like someone had made lunch and then gone for a little afternoon hike while leaving all their stuff out. So at first they were a little aggravated, right? They were thinking, why is he going to leave all this stuff out here? And it looks like even some food stuff. So they set up camp. They go down to the river.
The true danger becomes apparent moments later, while the team is near the water preparing to fish. As a camera pans across the opposite bank, a large black bear is suddenly revealed, hiding within the brush only a short distance away. The animal appears to be actively guarding something hidden nearby, while carefully watching the hikers' movements.
The table, and this guy goes down to the river to do some fishing, okay? And here, we'll take a look at the clip though. Let's watch this for a second. And then I'm gonna stop a couple times to make some points. We'll watch it all the way through, and then we'll dive into what it really shows. There's that bear right there looking at him. Okay, so that bear had been sleeping on the other side of the river the entire time they were there, making coffee, setting up. They had not even noticed it. This guy had now gone back down to the river so he could do some fishing. He was trying to get a little fishing in, and he was down there looking for a spot, and he said he was looking around, and he started noticing a little bit of like refuse or maybe food trash on the other side of the bank. In fact, let me pull it back. Right here. Here, let me let it go. So right here, you see right here, he noticed that, and he said that started making him look around a little bit more, which is when he noticed that bear right on the other side.
Attempting to push the bear away using noise, trekking poles, and bear spray, the team manages to temporarily drive the animal uphill. However, a closer inspection of the area reveals the horrifying reason for its behavior. The bear had been guarding human remains hidden near the riverbank, aggressively maintaining control over the site and refusing to leave the area.
Now, this is also when they noticed the other hiker. So the bear, they think, was trying to drag him up, and then it tumbled the body back down into the river. So this is when they saw, oh, you know, shit, there's a body there. And they went across the stream since the bear had left to investigate more. The that blue thing, let me pull it up here real quick. So this blue thing right here, that is his rucksack or bear bag. That is the other hiker's bear bag. It's actually sitting right there, and a lot of the food had been strewn. And then that body of the hiker was right here. That bear was sleeping on it. And if you know how bears do with food, they kind of bury it, let stuff sit for a little while and sleep there. But he had stashed that hiker right here. Now they investigate the body. They're able to identify, they get some identification off of him. They tried to put him in a better place out of the water. They said secure him as gracefully as they could. At that point, though, the bear started coming back down aggressively at him. So he's coming down trying to defend his little food stash, and these guys go back to camp. So they hike back the 20 feet or 30 feet across the river to the camp that they're at and come up with a game plan. And this is where these guys did amazing. They, first of all, broke camp down. Okay. They are miles from cell signal, no beacon with them, and not sure exactly what they're going to do, he was saying. So they broke camp down one at a time. One guy would watch the bear, who was aggressively over there just watching him. The other guy would break his stuff down and pack, and they would take turns while they packed.
The situation reaches its most dangerous moment when the bear suddenly returns, charging back down the hillside in an attempt to reclaim the location. With no cellular service and help miles away, the hikers are forced into a tense emergency evacuation while keeping constant watch on the aggressive animal, observing them from across the stream.
Aggressively over there just watching them. The other guy would break his stuff down and pack, and they would take turns while they packed. Then they felt the need to one more time try to scare that bear off of the hiker. And they went out very aggressively again with rocks and hiking sticks to no avail. This time they said that bear was not leaving and in fact was becoming more aggressive with them. Then these guys took waterproof index cards, something I haven't carried in the past, but I might now. They took these and rubber band them around trees all around camp and on the trail coming in, explaining the situation, letting people know the danger, and just warning other folks in case they stumble in.
With an abandoned campsite, a predator guarding a deadly scene, and an emergency retreat through the remote wilderness, the encounter becomes one of the most disturbing backcountry discoveries imaginable. If you suddenly realized the bear watching you from across the river was not protecting food, but guarding a human kill site, would you investigate further or leave the area immediately before it returned? This video comes from YouTube creator Novice Wild Camper, where solo wild camping adventures and overnight wilderness expeditions across the United Kingdom. What begins as a peaceful winter camp on the isolated moorlands of the Peak District quickly transforms into a nerve-wracking overnight ordeal after a series of strange vocalizations and unexplained sounds begin surrounding the tent under the cover of darkness. At approximately 9:30 p.m., the silence of the winter landscape is suddenly broken by a series of unusual noises echoing across the dark moors. From inside the tent, the camper listens as deep, distorted vocalizations carry through the night, air from somewhere beyond the campsite, immediately changing the atmosphere of the isolated location.
Right, so I've heard deer, I've heard foxes make some really weird noises at night. But I don't know if you heard that. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up, but God knows what it is. It's quite a weird guttural sound. I'll try and boost it on the edit, see if you can hear it, because that is really weird.
Moments later, the sounds appear to move closer. A distinct clicking noise emerges from somewhere near the tent, cutting through the freezing night. The camper pauses to listen carefully, realizing the sound seems far heavier and more deliberate than anything normally expected from the wind or small wildlife moving through the area.
I'll try and boost it on the edit, see if you can hear it, because that is really weird. Did you hear that? That's quite eerie. It does not sound like a deer. Definitely doesn't sound like a fox. Odd. Right, I'm going to zip up and put my earplugs in, I think. Try and get some sleep, and hopefully I'll still be here in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I'm acting like I've just woke up. It's about 7 o'clock. I've been up since 5. Just trying to get some morning shots, which I posted up on Instagram and Facebook. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a very weird sounding bird. It sounds like a kookaburra with a sore throat. It's not going to do it now.
As the disturbance continues, a low growl-like sound suddenly echoes through the fog surrounding the campsite. Unable to identify the source, the camper notes that the vocalization does not resemble any familiar calls commonly associated with local wildlife, increasing concerns that something unknown may be moving nearby. Just before dawn begins to break, the night reaches its most unsettling moment. A sharp, distorted screech suddenly erupts from the dense vegetation beside the tent, sounding unlike anything heard earlier in the night. With visibility restricted by darkness and thick mist, the source of the noise remains completely unseen.
Morning. I'm acting like I've just woke up. It's about 7 o'clock. I've been up since 5. Just trying to get some morning shots, which I posted up on Instagram and Facebook. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a very weird sounding bird. It sounds like a kookaburra with a sore throat. It's not going to do it now. It's fairly close to camp, but apart from those weird noises last night, it was a very quiet one. Took ages to get off to sleep, but slept okay in the end. I haven't checked the thermometer, but when I checked it in the middle of the night, it was about 2 degrees. So I didn't get down too cold last night, but it was chilly enough. Got a fair bit of condensation in the tent tonight, on the inner as well, frustratingly, which I think has come from the outer and come through it. There was not a breeze last night. It's absolutely dead still. Really, really quiet and still night. So I've just got the camera set up on a night lapse at the moment to sort of see if that works this morning. Another attempt.
With strange vocalizations echoing across the moors, unexplained sounds drawing closer to the tent, and a final screech erupting from the darkness before sunrise. The unsettling events at White Edge remain completely unresolved. If you spent an entire night listening to unknown sounds circling your tent in the fog without ever seeing what was making them, would you stay until morning or leave the campsite immediately? This video follows a nighttime investigation inside a remote cemetery where the atmosphere quickly turns unsettling as strange sounds begin echoing through the dark. It opens with distant screams cutting through the forest silence, immediately setting a tense tone for the exploration ahead. As the investigator moves deeper into the graveyard, unexplained noises are heard, and an owl briefly appears, adding to the uneasy feeling of being watched.
So I've made it back out into the cemetery where there's usually a lot of homeless people or... Anyway, weird stuff you see out here 24/7. I'm already hearing somebody yelling from deep inside the forest. I have to kind of walk through here. I'm leaving my truck behind here. I'm going to make my way on the inside where I'm actually currently hearing what sounds like somebody yelling. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there's somebody yelling that way. Last time I was here, I was able to see a person walking with a cloth or some sort of robe or something running through the area, and then I saw a face on the other side. I haven't been here in a minute because I felt like the activity was just way too strong. I wanted to give this place some time before I came back here, only because I felt like every time I came out here, it was getting more and more and more crazy. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there is a screaming. So I found the culprit. It's an owl. It's just staring right at me. I'm using IR, so I'm not blinding him. You scared the hell out of me. So for tonight's video, I want to see if I could contact what I think was a lady walking through here, or a spirit of a lady, or whatever. I do know that there's been times where I could hear what sounds like spiritual voices or whispering happen. I think I heard whispering coming from this mausoleum right behind me.
A spirit box session near a mausoleum brings the first clear signs of communication.
It looks like someone left a balloon with a beer here. The only thing is there's not even a tomb here for anybody. I don't know if it's for this one. And they just put it to the side. But it says happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Can you tell me whose birthday it is? The balloon is swinging. Now there's barely...
Where I know.
Where I know. Where do you know? Right now my current wind speed on my watch is 0. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it says 0. There is a slight gust though. So just gonna let you guys know. It's barely anything for me, but enough to definitely move a balloon. There is literally nothing around me. I'm just standing out here in the middle of the dirt, or in the graveyard.
You know.
You know what? Ouch. I'm getting bitten alive by mosquitoes.
With faint voices responding alongside the strange discovery of a birthday balloon placed in the area. The tension escalates when female screams are heard nearby, pulling the investigation closer to the source.
Are you upset it's your birthday? Are you mad that you're not here? I'm sorry if I'm shaking this camera along, but I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes right now.
Yes.
It just said yes. So I am about 40 feet away from the balloon. And I could already hear, it sounds like moaning coming from the same area with the mausoleum. The same area where I seen the person walking. Everything is always right here in this area. And I think I just seen what looks like a flashlight.
Around the mausoleum, equipment readings and a mysterious light intensify the experience, suggesting something active within the area.
Let me see if I can zoom in. So I just seen the flashlight kind of hiding behind these two. There it is, you see it? Right there. Up, it's gone. I'm gonna zoom out. It's really inside the forest.
Further attempts to communicate using a RIM pod and spirit box produce unsettling words like curse, stressed, and regret, adding a darker emotional tone to the session. As the investigation continues, the situation becomes more alarming when distant lights resembling people are seen moving through the cemetery, forcing caution and hesitation.
Because, with all the things that have happened here, including that crime scene, you see the light? It looks like it's coming from inside the fence, which is the crime scene area. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I see headlights now. Trying to keep the camera as still as I can. kind of come up here.
Later, responses referencing Dr. Miller and the sound of crying deepen the sense of a lingering presence tied to the location. The team then explores a new path, where candles are discovered, and the distant sound of a passing train briefly breaks the silence. Back at the mausoleum, unexplained toy-like noises and heavy thuds suggest continued activity nearby.
Way above. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ, that scared the hell out of me.
In the final moments, a Ouija board is found inside a maintenance area, accompanied by a sudden temperature drop that hints at a strong presence still lingering.
And so far the door is still closed to the room. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to night vision on this one, because it's gonna be hard for me to carry a flashlight while holding two things. See if I can pick up anything on the outside of the door. All I got on that stupid obvious was demon and door. Oh God, it is so dark in there. I don't mean to bother you. Whatever you are, I hope someone definitely closed the session. Look at that. Stay here and don't follow me. I didn't come here for you. I just came here looking for anything else.
The investigation ends after discovering signs of a nearby encampment, leaving the night with a final sense of unease and unanswered questions. This video comes from YouTube creator Austin Armstrong, where solo camping adventures and wilderness expeditions document unusual encounters. What begins as a peaceful overnight camping trip near Patoka Lake quickly turns into a nerve-wracking ordeal after unexplained noises erupt from the darkness and strange physical evidence appears around the isolated campsite. Shortly after nightfall, the quiet forest is shattered by a massive booming sound, followed by a sharp, snapping impact from deep within the woods. The investigator immediately scans the surrounding trail with a powerful flashlight, but despite the alarming noise, nothing can be seen moving in the darkness. The unexplained disturbance leaves, him feeling as though something unseen may be watching from the tree line.
So it was mostly wet.
What the? I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like something literally just went boom over there. Holy crap. I gotta go check it out. I don't see anything. Hello? I'm trying to find a rational explanation too. Like, maybe it was the wood.
Later that night, a routine perimeter check reveals something far more unsettling. A heavy metal safety sign that had previously been secured against a wooden camping table is discovered lying flat on a nearby gravel road. The unexpected relocation suggests that a significant force impacted the campsite while the investigator was away.
Alright, so, update. I found out what that crash was earlier. What it was, so I put the sign had fallen down in the middle of the road that said like, safe area, no dogs, no weapons. And so I set it up against one of the tables, like one of the camping tables. So I set it up against that because it was in the middle of the road. And I look over whenever I went out to go to the bathroom or something, and it was laying on the ground. So I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. It was just a sign the entire time.
As midnight approaches, torrential rain begins flooding the area, and the atmosphere becomes increasingly tense. Alone in the wilderness with a dying phone battery and no way to drown out the sounds surrounding the campsite. The investigator ultimately abandons his tent and retreats to the safety of his vehicle, ending the trip early without ever discovering what caused the disturbances.
Alright, so here's the update. It's almost 1 a.m. and I bagged out of the tent because it's pouring and I got paranoid as hell. I'm not gonna lie. It's freaky out here by yourself. I'm not gonna lie, it's true. But that's okay. I'm warming up this the vehicle here, kind of charging my phone just in case I need to like contact anything. I just figured I would be safer and warmer and better off in this van than in a tent.
With explosive sounds echoing through the forest, campsite equipment mysteriously displaced, and worsening weather trapping a lone camper in isolation, the disturbing events at Patoka Lake remain completely unexplained. This video comes from YouTube creator The Hogat Project, where solo wilderness expeditions and remote camping adventures document strange encounters and unsettling experiences deep inside isolated backcountry locations. What begins as a peaceful solo camping trip in the mountain wilderness quickly transforms into a terrifying encounter after heavy impacts, unexplained movement, and a mysterious figure begins stalking the campsite from the darkness beyond the trees. Shortly after establishing camp, the silence of the wilderness is suddenly broken by a loud, heavy impact echoing from the dense tree line. Although the investigator considers the possibility of a fallen log, the sheer weight of the sound suggests that something much larger may be moving through the darkness surrounding the campsite.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I kind of like how it's open out that way too. Lets a little bit of light into these woods. That way, cannot see a thing. And I don't think I was recording earlier, but something made a heavy sound over there. Could have just been some old rotted logs settling. But up that way, a couple miles, there is a camp, but I don't think anybody's hiking this way back down. Anywho, I've heard that the red lamp keeps the bugs away. I don't know if that was me or something over there.
Only minutes later, a sharp snapping sound erupts from the woods roughly 50 feet behind the tent. As the investigator listens closely, he realizes the heavy crunching noises seem to mirror his own movements, creating the unsettling impression that something hidden within the brush is actively tracking him through the darkness.
The vehicle to grab my Carhartt jacket. Right about that time, as I sit down, I hear some noise, and I thought that my keys have hit the chair a certain way. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm about to go about my business, then I hear behind me where the creek is, about only 50 feet, I hear a couple more loud crunches, and that's when I stand up and I just shine the forest. Of course the noise has stopped, and I'm guessing whoever it was, it found a good spot to lay low. I didn't see any eyes glowing back, didn't see any movement, other than I did see a bat. But definitely that is not what made the loud noises. In all this, I probably shined the light on the forest for a good 3 to 4 solid minutes. Nothing. And I said, okay, and I'm thinking I'll go back to just doing what I'm doing. But this is the second occurrence. Probably about a half an hour before that, I heard it up the hill. This time it's down parallel with me. I scouted the woods when it was daytime, just so I can get a good idea of what's around me. It's not really easy terrain to maneuver in. And anywho, I sat there for a minute and I was just thinking, okay, to go ahead with the fire. And I was like, I'm not scared right now, but I'm also thinking maybe I'm too close to the stream. That's going to attract animals coming to get a drink. All that said, I decided to pack up camp. I was like, I don't know if I'll have fun now than the other one out here, and it was really dark back in these woods. Getting all packed up, and once I get out to the road, I just take a quick look up towards where the creek is, and this is where it gets terrifying. And I thought I had pressed record, but it was not recording. But anywho, I've got my low beam on at this point. I think I see something small. Maybe it's like a raccoon or something right there by the water. And as I hit the high beam, this is when I see it. I see something standing there on the side of the road, pretending to be a statue. Whatever this was decided it was just going to freeze, and then maybe I wouldn't think it was anything. But as I'm looking in that direction, I'm not even kidding, it looks like somebody dressed up in camo. And they've got their back slightly angled away. I'd say like at a 45 degree. They're standing there about...
Fearing the situation is escalating, the investigator abandons camp and begins heading back toward the road. While scanning the trail with a powerful flashlight, he suddenly illuminates what appears to be a 6-foot-tall human figure standing motionless beside the path. Dressed entirely in camouflage and frozen in place, the unidentified individual remains perfectly still in the beam of light, appearing to have been silently watching the campsite from the darkness.
Slightly angled away, I'd say like at a 45 degree. They're standing there about 6 feet tall, looking like a human that I just caught that was probably sneaking up on me. That's all I can think. When I saw what it was, a human, and I kept the light on him for a good 20 solid seconds without saying anything. The fear just kind of washed over me because I'm thinking, what's going to happen? Call them out like, hey, what are you doing? And they're all camoed out. Maybe they'll just say, oh crap, he caught me. Now I'm going to shoot him. I mean, we're out in the middle of the woods. They say that people are the ones to fear. It's not the animals.
With heavy impacts echoing through the forest, footsteps seemingly matching the camper's movements, and an unidentified figure discovered lurking near the trail after dark, the disturbing encounter leaves one question unanswered. How long had someone been watching from the woods before finally being seen? This video comes from YouTube creator Brendan Explores, where remote camping expeditions and overnight wilderness explorations document disturbing encounters and unexplained activity deep within isolated locations far away from civilization. What begins as a quiet overnight camp on the desolate hills of Weaver Hills quickly turns into a terrifying midnight ordeal after unknown vehicles begin circling the isolated campsite, stalking the campers with spotlights, loud music, and strange activity hidden within the darkness. Deep into the night, the peaceful hillside camp is suddenly shattered after a vehicle aggressively drives past the campers' sleeping area. Startled awake, the team immediately exits their vans to investigate the darkness surrounding the isolated track. Moments later, the unknown vehicle begins repeatedly reversing and patrolling back and forth directly beside the campsite, leaving the campers visibly on edge.
Except for this one, but this one's not budging. As you can see, it's like stuck there. It'd take a lot to move these ones. But it sounded like it was one of these doors. That's so bizarre, they're all closed. Like... this night just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
The situation escalates into panic when the vehicle suddenly activates a powerful spotlight and shines it directly toward the camp. The investigators explain that the light appears to be actively tracking their movements through the darkness. The small van eventually stops on the ridge overlooking the campsite while keeping its high beams fixed directly on their position. Only moments later, a second vehicle, a Land Rover, suddenly speeds past the camp, blasting loud music through the thick fog. The intruders visibly acknowledge the campers before cutting their lights off completely near a distant bend in the road. Realizing how unlikely random traffic would be in such a remote area at that hour, The investigators grow increasingly convinced they are being deliberately targeted.
I swear I just heard the log click. I don't want to have any lights. I'm going to kill my camera. Check it out. I don't think there's anyone out there. It looked like there was light shining on the balcony, but I think it's just the moonlight. I really hope there's not someone creeping out there. Because if they're out here this late, they're up to no good. You can just hear the ambient sounds of this old building, like the wind's blowing, and clearly it's making the wood creak, and there's pack rats. Like I said, there's pack rats everywhere in this building. They're in the walls, in the floor, in the ceiling, the attic above me, the basement below me, making all kinds of noise. They knocked something down the stairs earlier today, and that definitely woke me up. Sounds like metal dragging downstairs too. I don't know. I went down and checked it out. Couldn't come up with a source for it, but it's just all part of the fun.
As the tension reaches its peak, the team notices a massive glowing fire suddenly erupting over the top of the nearby hill. With two unidentified vehicles continuously circling the isolated area, while an unexplained blaze burns through the darkness above them, the true intentions of the midnight visitors remain completely unresolved.
If I had to rank this alone with the other ones, I'd say this one is honestly a close second behind the Coyote Night, just because of how disturbed I was from all the rats and animals and the motion sensor. It was just not a fun night. I got maybe...
With unknown vehicles repeatedly stalking the isolated campsite, powerful spotlights sweeping through the darkness, and a mysterious fire suddenly appearing on the ridge above the camp, the terrifying night at Weaver Hills quickly became far more dangerous than the investigators ever expected. If you were trapped at an isolated campsite deep in the hills while unknown vehicles continuously circled your position in the middle of the night, would you stay and investigate or leave the area before the situation escalated even further? This video comes from YouTube creator Noah, where solo camping adventures and overnight vehicle expeditions document the realities of spending nights alone in remote locations far away from civilization. What begins as a routine car camping trip in the forests near Sun River quickly turns into a terrifying encounter after an unidentified individual approaches the parked vehicle in the middle of the night and begins silently prowling around the truck while the camper remains trapped inside. After pulling into what appears to be a deserted forest area to sleep for the night, the camper is suddenly confronted with an unsettling situation. Internal camera footage captures an unidentified individual approaching the truck and quietly circling the vehicle. As the stranger moves around the perimeter, they appear to peer through the windows while the lone camper remains locked inside with nowhere to go.
But a few days ago, I was camping in Sun River, and what I thought would be a good location to pull over to the side of the road in like this forest area and sleep, which I thought no one was really around, turned into someone trying to creep on me, creep in my truck while I was sleeping. So, and I got some GoPro footage of it. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of hear it in the background. But yeah, didn't really record after I got out.
The following day, after returning home, the camper discovers disturbing evidence left behind on the vehicle. Deep scratches and long smudge marks are found running along the driver's side door, suggesting the intruder had been dragging their fingers across the truck while searching for a way inside.
So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from.
The most chilling discovery comes during an inspection of the rear canopy. Fresh handprints are found pressed against the back of the truck, confirming that the unknown individual had physically attempted to gain access through the rear compartment. Fortunately, the canopy remained locked, leaving the stranger's identity and intentions completely unknown.
That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result. So that was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my entire life. So yeah, well.
With an unidentified figure prowling around the vehicle in the middle of the night, fresh handprints left behind on the truck, and clear signs that someone may have been searching for a way inside, the disturbing encounter remains completely unresolved. If you discovered the next morning that a stranger had spent the night circling your vehicle and testing possible entry points while you slept inside, would you ever camp alone in that location again? This video comes from YouTube creator Rickles Outdoors, where solo camping adventures and wilderness expeditions document unusual encounters and unexplained activity in remote forests far away from civilization. What begins as a routine winter camping trip in a familiar woodland quickly turns into a disturbing experience after unexplained voices, strange movements, and mysterious lights begin surrounding the campsite after dark. While relaxing beside the campfire, the investigator suddenly hears what sounds like the muffled voice of a woman echoing directly behind him from the darkness. Seconds later, heavy rustling erupts from nearby bushes only a few feet away. Despite immediately scanning the area with a flashlight, no person or animal can be found anywhere within the dense undergrowth.
Well, I was going to say, unless anything happens, I'll see you in the morning. But something has happened. I was just chilling here by the fire, and right behind me, I heard a lady talk. I couldn't hear what she said, it was muffled. And for a while now, I've been hearing like moaning and stuff. Then I left it. I just heard someone in the bushes there. Don't know what to do, back away. I ain't gonna get much sleep. I was just sitting there, then I heard a muffled lady's voice right behind me.
The atmosphere becomes even more unsettling as the investigator retreats toward his shelter. A low, unnatural moaning sound suddenly breaks the silence, followed by what appears to be the muffled voice of a man speaking from somewhere beyond a nearby hedge. Convinced that something unseen is following his movements through the darkness, he quickly packs his gear and abandons the campsite.
Well, I'm back in the car, knackered. Yeah, I keep hearing these voices. First of all, I thought it was a cow, it was like moaning type sound. Okay, but then it sounded a bit odd. And then I was sitting in front of my tarp, just relaxing. I hear this like muffled sound from a woman going like that, and I jumped up. I was like, what the hell? I was in the middle of nowhere, pitch black, expecting to see someone, and there was no one there. So I just left it and I calmed down again. Then I heard a bloke, muffled sound talking, just behind the bushes. I was like, you know, it could be something dodgy. It could be just a couple having a good time. But I had the fire on the go, smoke coming from the fire. Maybe someone smelt it and exploring. There is a farm nearby. It's not private land, it's public land, but I wasn't sure. I was sitting there, eyes all around, and then I heard the man talking again, muffled sound. I was like, oh, right, nah. My eyes are wide, my ears all perked up. I thought, I'll not go relax, I'll not go get any sleep. It's 8 o'clock now, so it's not really late. So, cut my losses again with that tent. It's cursed, I'm sure it is. That's the second time I had to bail. And as I was walking out, I was feeling better that I'm leaving, because I would have been just too paranoid.
While making his way back toward the road, the investigator glances behind him and notices something deeply disturbing. Through the trees surrounding the abandoned campsite, a mysterious glowing light can be seen moving through the darkness alongside a second lantern-like white beam in the exact area he had just evacuated moments earlier.
And as I was walking out halfway up, away from where I camped, looked back, and I could see like a glowing light, like a fire. I was looking, and there was like a white light as well next to it, like maybe a lantern or something. So I reckon it could have been just a couple camping doing the same as I'm doing, and I'm freaking out. But, you know, if I stayed now, I wouldn't got any sleep. It's crap. You know, I have stayed before in situations like that, but I decided to go. So, here I am back in the car. Anyway, so, yeah. No morning sunrise, unfortunately. You know, I had fire on the go, done the cooking. I did enjoy all that. That's like the best part, really. Sleeping, you know, I never get a good night's sleep anyway. But I was looking forward to that sunrise and waking up in the morning in the woods. And I've never slept in that tent. I've had it for a while now, but I've never been able to sleep in it. So, yeah.
Returning to the location the following morning, the investigator expects to find a logical explanation for the previous night's events. Instead, while standing near the remains of the campfire, the same low moaning sound once again echoes through the woods in broad daylight. After carefully searching the surrounding area and finding no people or animals nearby, the source of the sound remains completely unexplained.
I had a tarp there. I was sitting there, and I heard this woman's voice behind me, so clear. Well, it was a bit muffled, so I jumped up, looked around, and it's just dark. There's nothing there. And then a little bit later, on the other side of that hedge, I heard a man talking, and all the way through I kept hearing this sort of moaning sound. A bit like a cow, but not. So it just freaked me out. I think I'd done the right choice. It's a shame, but I'd done the right choice. Otherwise I would have been just laying there all night with my ears perked up, getting no sleep. But it's funny, I've come back 10 o'clock in the morning and it's still that weird moaning sound. Now, there's nothing behind it. Get this random sound, it's weird. And it's just thick, condensed overgrowth. No, it's probably nothing. Sound just travelling, more than likely. So, strange.
With disembodied voices emerging from the darkness, mysterious lights appearing inside the abandoned campsite, and the same unsettling sounds returning the following morning, the disturbing events surrounding the woodland camp remain completely unresolved. If the exact same unexplained sound followed you from the middle of the night into broad daylight the next morning, would you assume there was a logical explanation hidden in the woods? Or would you never return to that campsite again? This video comes from YouTube creator Amiscrypt, where paranormal investigations and overnight explorations document alleged supernatural activity inside some of the world's most infamous haunted locations. What begins as a nighttime investigation inside Romania's legendary Hoia Baciu forest quickly descends into a disturbing paranormal experience after unexplained voices, mysterious light anomalies, and a humanoid figure begin manifesting deep within the darkness of the isolated woods. During an audio translation session in the heart of the forest, the team experiences a sudden localized drop in temperature. At the same time, a night vision camera captures a strange glowing white light silently hovering among the dense trees. The anomaly appears to shift through the darkness without any obvious source before disappearing into the surrounding forest.
Lui. His. They're all.
Is that one of us moving?
No, there's something in the forest.
Can you tell us what's making the noise back there?
I can see some eyes.
I see something glowing as well. That's not eyes, but it's definitely something glowing.
We might be
Non dezzare.
No, something's glowing.
doing the sare from where it jumps.
That's a Romanian translation.
What
I see
jumps?
something glowing, bro. This is weird.
Where are you seeing it?
Right in front of you.
Aici.
Here, that means here.
Yeah. Do you have a message?
I'm actually feeling really cold all of a sudden.
I feel that too. Is there something you want? We could maybe bring you something.
With someone.
Someone you want.
Yes, what can we do for you?
Do you know how you got here? Can you tell us?
Them.
Who's them?
Doctor.
That's the doctor.
What can we do to help you?
Guida.
You just can hear like something in here, hey?
Yeah, something's been there for a while.
What, buddy?
I hear noises in the forest, like cracking.
I didn't hear noises before. What the f is that?
What do you hear?
Weird.
As the investigation intensifies, one investigator wears sound-amplifying headphones while another undergoes sensory deprivation. Although the forest appears completely empty, the audio feed suddenly becomes overwhelmed with layered whispers and low-toned voices resembling multiple men speaking around the campsite, creating the unsettling impression that unseen figures are gathering in the darkness.
I mean...
I can hear people.
What? I can't hear anyone.
I've just hit record on this. I can hear people. I want to say it sounded like a group of men. Well, if I say... You can hear me, so if I say something, just come out.
Yeah.
Jared is doing a seer session. I have lucid headphones on, meaning everything around me, any noise is amplified.
Right now as well, we are sitting in the spot where the humming woman noise sort of came from. So I'm curious to see if we get anything.
I could hear so clearly, it sounded like a group of men.
Has anyone seen the movie See No Evil, Hear No Evil? I feel like that's what we are right now. I can see things, I can't hear things. Amy can hear things, can't see things.
Oh, I can hear things. It's like a live EVP session. So this is just plugged into a digital recorder, but these are amplifying everything.
Oh, I've got my first image. Man sitting on a floor. Interestingly, just exact way I'm sitting, but he seems to be inside of a room and there's a red door. So I'm seeing the color red and he's illuminated red, like sort of from the light reflecting from the red door or the red square on the wall.
Maybe they're trying to depict you.
It's interesting because the man is sitting, yeah, exactly how I'm sitting, sort of like cross-legged.
Don't really feel comfortable right now. I don't like this. I feel on edge and I can hear so much. I know obviously there's natural sounds of the forest, but this sounds different. It just sounds like ambient talking.
The most disturbing auditory event occurs when a faint woman's voice begins echoing through the woods. The voice appears to sing a muffled melody while shifting direction through the dense foliage. Unable to determine where the sound is coming from, the investigators become increasingly disoriented as the singing seems to circle them from multiple directions at once.
Audio?
Yeah. You can hear a woman singing, yeah?
I heard music for sure. can hear like a woman or something that way, but something is in there on this side.
The investigation reaches its climax when a thermal camera sweep of the surrounding forest reveals a distinct human-shaped figure standing motionless among the trees. Unlike a normal person, the figure appears completely devoid of any detectable body heat. Moments later, the anomaly suddenly darts sideways and vanishes into the dense forest, leaving the team unable to explain what they witnessed.
You're rolling on thermal?
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a figure on this.
What?
Over that way. Can you point the camera that way? Can you see it?
I can't see anything on mine, no. Is it moving?
I don't know. It's gone. It just went into the forest.
What the f***?
I'm even shitting you. It just moved left into the forest and it's gone. I can't see, hun.
I can't see either,
Okay.
hun. You've got a torch.
Okay. Alright. What? I think we just caught a shadow figure.
This was a very weird catch, and upon review, it actually looks as though there are two people-shaped figures standing in the opening, both devoid of any body heat, who appear to run together into the forest the moment we step closer towards them.
The scary thing about it is it's not a living being because it didn't have heat signature, it had cold. So it would have gone this way. Bona!
With unexplained voices surrounding the campsite, mysterious lights appearing within the tree line, and a human-shaped figure captured on thermal imaging before disappearing into the darkness, the terrifying events inside Hoia-Bachu Forest remain completely unresolved. If you captured a motionless human-shaped figure on a thermal camera that showed no body heat whatsoever before it suddenly vanished into the woods, would you continue the investigation or leave the forest immediately? This video comes from YouTube creator Paranormal Discovery, where overnight paranormal investigations and remote wilderness expeditions explore alleged supernatural hotspots hidden deep within isolated forests far from civilization. Shortly after sunset, the atmosphere of the forest changes dramatically. While preparing a meal beside the campfire, the investigator notices the ambient sounds of birds and insects suddenly vanish all at once. Moments later, a heavy, unexplained noise echoes near the tent, creating the unsettling feeling that something has entered the area.
What was that? Just kind of like dawned on me too, the forest just went quiet.
As darkness fully settles over the campsite, the investigator conducts an audio session near the tree line. During the session, a low and heavily muffled sound emerges from deep within the woods. The disturbance appears to track his position, leaving him frozen in place as he becomes convinced that something unseen may be watching from the shadows.
Swear I'm hearing something. It's like very distant. Hello? No shit, bro.
What's that device?
The device is something that may pick up your voice and what you're saying, so...
Jones.
Whoa. Dude, what the fuck? Hello?
The tension escalates when an electronic spirit communication device suddenly produces a chilling response. After scanning environmental frequencies, the device outputs the phrase, "The man attacks people." The highly specific message immediately intensifies the already oppressive atmosphere surrounding the campsite. The investigation takes a frightening turn when a loud tree knock suddenly shatters the silence near the trail. Seconds later, a rhythmic whistling sound echoes through the upper canopy. Believing an aggressive intruder may be approaching, the investigator quickly takes cover behind a tree. However, after searching the area, no person can be found anywhere along the trail.
So after this, I'm gonna do a quiet time. Go lay down in the tent, put a camera out outside, and just quiet time the hell out of this. Because, holy shit! Whoa! What the? Oh shit! What the fuck? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh shit. What is that? What is that? Somebody walking? You camper? I'm friendly. I'm a friendly. Okay, what the shit? There's no answer. No one's answering, so what the hell was that? Seriously, what the hell was that? Oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck? What the shit? Okay. That's starting to actually be something right out of a damn video game. Like a movie. Sounded like someone was walking, like whistling. Just, I don't know why I felt the need to hide behind a tree, but the tree knock and then the whistling, it doesn't even make sense. The movement,
The most disturbing event occurs during a hurried retreat back toward the shelter. Overcome by an intense feeling of danger, the investigator suddenly feels what appears to be a heavy physical touch strike across his upper back and shoulder. With no nearby branches, wildlife, or visible explanation for the contact, the source of the intrusion remains completely unknown.
I literally thought someone was here messing with stuff. Like an angry person. I'm genuinely freaked, dude. I really don't know what the hell that was. I think something just touched my back. Dead ass, man. Something just touched my back. My upper shoulder back. Whoa, whoa. going back towards where we parked.
With the forest falling unnaturally silent, threatening messages emerging from electronic devices, and an unexplained physical touch occurring during the retreat, the disturbing events of the backcountry investigation remain completely unresolved. If you felt a heavy hand strike your shoulder in the middle of a dark forest and found absolutely nobody there when you turned around, would you continue the investigation or leave the wilderness immediately?